Peter came to me about a year and a half ago and said, you really need to get involved with this awesome technology. It's light technology. And he and I have loved modalities that are natural and helping people. And I said, oh, I'm just too busy, Peter. I have so many things going and I can't do it right now. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go on without you. And then he'd come back in another couple of weeks and he'd say, Suzanne, don't miss this. And when he came about the third time, 3 or 4 months later, I just could not resist. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. We're going to make a way to have this happen. And I started using the stem cell activation patches, had immediate relief from it. I had a twitch in my eye that I'd been dealing with for several years. And with all my modalities, I could not get it to be in control. But I took the X39, put it on the side of my face, right by the eyebrow, and the twitch stopped literally within 30 seconds. And as long as I was giving it that relief, it would stop. I wore it the 12 hours, then I would take it off, wear it again. After about 90 days of wearing it every day, I now do not have to wear it every day. I can put it other places. I wear the X39 every day. And for what I think that it gives me the very most is it gives me a sense of overall wellness, of being in control of what is happening. You know, we live in one of the most tumultuous times
Alert from Google
ever
Chrome.
experienced in my life.
Lax security at Capitol on January 6th.
Let me close that.
Unbelievable war and protest.
Okay. So with the tumultuous times that exist for every one of us, it's hard to mediate the stress level that comes into our life. And I find that by putting on the X39, wherever I put it, it just gives me this sigh of relief and comfort, as though I'm getting that warm sunshine all the way through my body. I love it. I love what it does. And I've watched it help others in so many ways. And I have 2 of those great people here with me tonight. And because I think their stories are both remarkable, I'd like to introduce you. I'd like to introduce you to Yvonne. Excuse me, to that's right.
The other one.
Yvonne's not here today, but Leslie is. Leslie Battisti. And she's had remarkable results. Leslie, let's hear your story.
Well, thank you, Suzanne. It's nice to see everyone. I am a cervical cancer survivor and a brain injury survivor. And I was experiencing a hard time sleeping. I would wake up at the drop of any type of sound, very light or loud, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was having incredible pain and very, very low energy, and I would get sick. Even though I was doing a lot of natural things, which I still do, my body I would do really, really well. I would be strong for a little while and then I would crash. And Suzanne and Anita, who you're going to meet in a little bit, they were trying to figure out how they can help me. And Suzanne called me one day and she says, I think we've got it. I think we have something for you. So obviously I ended up trying the X39, and immediately, even the first night, I slept so sound and so deep. I have been dreaming ever since. And I'm also a singer. So I hear music again in my sleep. And that is a huge healing part of my brain, which is amazing. The sleep, the energy level, and I have not crashed again since I have been using the X39, and I've been strong and I've been singing and doing shows even through this crazy time right now with COVID. I'm still very, very active, and I've been able to keep going without crashing. So I'm very, very thankful. And the inflammation has gone down in my body. So I look forward to seeing all the other healing transformations that it's going to work on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we love seeing this. We've been working together for many years. And I'd like to introduce you to Anita Morales. And she and I have been working together for 10 years in our wellness center. And she has some remarkable experiences to share.
Hi, good evening, Peter. Thank you for letting me be a part of the testimony evening. I'm very excited to be here. I love X39, but I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm a rebel. Always have been. I'm one of these people that if you tell me to put it a certain way, I'm going to do it another way, because I am a healer and I'm an intuitive energy worker. So I'm going to work and play around with the X39 to see exactly what its power is. Obviously, it's been tested and as to where the suggested places to put them are. But because I am an intuit and I am a rebel, I'm going to try it different ways. And I have to tell you, I have placed this patch all over the place on my body, and I have had remarkable results. And I've also done, I know the suggested time is 12 on, 12 off, 12 on, 8 up, 12 off. But when I have been in excruciating pain, or if I have been trying to work through an issue, I will go as short as 12 on, 8 off, 12 on, 8 off. And I've done it and it works. I've used the other patches within the company, and I call it the trifecta, where I'll place the X39 at a certain point, and then I'll place the pain patches close in proximity, but as suggested, the main mode of pain, and then the brown patch on that, and then the white patch directly adjacent, or the referred pain, and immediate relief, not within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, immediate, simultaneous relief. And I have learned how to place them because I am an intuit. I've had toothache. I was having problems with my teeth, and I had a tooth that had to be extracted. I'm going to get an implant, and I have taken that X39 and placed it right on the cheek where the pain was, and boom, pain gone. I'm trying to think of other places that I've placed it that has been absolutely amazing. I had an issue with the left bust. I've had a lot of pain in the left bust on the left side underneath, and that's because, and I'm just going to be straight with you, I'm an old woman. I don't care what anybody thinks. I have implants that have to come out. Girls don't get them. Anyway, they're old and they're moldy and they have to come out, and the X39 has absolutely taken the pain out of the bust. They have to be extracted. Thank God I'm safe. But the X39 has worked every single time regarding removing the pain and shifting the inflammation that is in that bust. And I just can't say enough about it. I am the type of person that just sticks them on people. And I know that a lot of people say, well, be careful not to give too many of them away. But it just seems to work out that way, where I'll just put them on them, and next day they'll say, I really like this. Can I have the information? The energy, as Leslie says, is off the chart. The sleep are the best. The sleep patches are remarkable. So I can't say enough about it. I really love it. I put them on my knees. I put them on my lower back, my neck, underneath my arms. I mean, I work with it and see exactly how far I can go with it. And the X39 and also the LifeWave has never failed me. So with that, I'm just thrilled to be a part of this company.
Wow, Anita, I can really feel your energy tonight. Suzanne, quick question. Since you have the wellness center, and what difference have you seen ever since you brought in the LifeWave, as far as like all the people coming back for it? Because, you've dealt with so many modalities. What have you seen really that is so unique about this modality that's so different between anything else?
Well, I think that because the ease of use, it fits into a lot of people's financial budget at the 100, 125 a month. And the ease of use of peeling it and placing it, that seems to be such a dramatic difference, because we have clients who don't want to take any more supplementation, or maybe not use another oil, but they will do this. And then they find that it works quickly and they come back in. And I am always out. I can't seem to keep ahead of keeping them in. In fact, Leslie came tonight and she said, please, I've got to pick up a package of X39, a sleeve, because I have someone who's an hour and a half away. After we're finished the call, she's going to jump in her car and drive an hour and a half because one of her friends is having tremendous pain in her jaw because of an infection. We're so dedicated to helping others. So when she came, I'm like, well, you can't go without food. So here's food, and here's a drink, and here's sleeves, and here we go. We want to make sure that you're all taken care of so that we can then go out and help others. It's great to be here. It's certainly become a stem cell activation patch pickup center.
Yes.
And that's quite
Say that 5 times fast.
I mean, I'm looking at everyone's skin is so beautiful. I mean, does anybody want to share any of your skin testimony? Because I'm just going through here. I know that's
All yours. All right. Go ahead.
So
Yes.
when COVID had started, I didn't see Suzanne for about 2 or 3 months. And I came into the center one day to pick up some oils, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did you do to your skin? You look 20 years younger. And I'm not kidding you. And she looks phenomenal. And she's like, it's the patches. So that's why I came in, because I was going to get started on the patches. My own skin, people compliment me all the time. What's your secret? What can we do? What do you do? And then I tell them, and they're like, you gotta be kidding me, right? It's a little patch. And I go, yeah, it's just, looks like a little round Band-Aid. And they're like, that's not what's helping your skin. I'm like, yes, it is.
It's the only thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely, man. Look at Anita. I mean, I have to say, it's like you had said.
No plastic surgery, just X39.
Absolutely.
I've also heard, Leslie, some of my friends are singers too, and they've been using the X39, and their vocals are like, they're just singing better. I wonder if, have you experienced something like that with you?
She was just saying that to me a few days ago. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I absolutely have. In fact, when, doing shows sometimes, especially with COVID and everything, people have the sniffles or a cough or something. Well, it was the other lead singer of my group. He actually got COVID and he got pneumonia. Oh, here's the story. So it was in June, and we have 7 members in our band, as well as a sound guy, and all 6 people in the band got COVID, but myself and the bass player were the only 2 that did not. And I was on the patches, as well as my other things. But I have to honestly say, his voice would give out, and still, like, while we're doing shows, he'll look at me and he can't hit a note, and I'm on top of it. And so my vocals, not only the energy, but my vocals have been amazing.
Repair.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. There's so many different little things. I'm so glad that you had mentioned that.
Yeah, there's an energy that gets dispersed into the system, and you not only have energy, because people say the same to me all the time. You move around. I work at an integrated medical center, and they say, boy, what do you do? You are moving. You don't stop. And the only thing different is the X39. So it just is amazing the way it works on your body energetically and gets your body to do what your body was not doing. That's the only way I can answer it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody asked, did you put the X39 on your throat? No, right? Not on your throat.
Actually, I did put it on my throat. When all the guys ended up getting COVID, I thought, you know what? At first I put it on my chest. And then there was a couple of times I tried to sing, and I'm like, kind of feeling a little congested. I'm like, oh, let's put it here. So I did. I stuck it on my throat, but not while I was singing. Well, while I sing, I actually have one on my belly button. And then I also I use 4. I use the glutathione. I put that on the back of my neck. I use the Alavita for another issue, which will be a totally different testimony once that's healed. And then I also use what's it called? Is it Aeon?
Aeon.
Aeon. So I use all 4, and I have not been disappointed in the least in any of them. They're absolutely amazing. My son and his fiance were recently diagnosed with COVID. They are clean now. Everything's fine. But as soon as I heard about it, I got them glutathione patches, because they're young. Got them glutathione patches and then oils. And I am telling you, they're absolutely fine. They had another test and they're clear. So I'm not saying that that's what's going to do that, because obviously we're not saying that things can be healed, but it does support our body's immune system, as well as the different systems inside our body. It's very supportive in when we give our body what it needs, that light. And that light comes through us as well. In our eyes, people have mentioned to me, with my eyes, your eyes are so sparkly. What's going on with you?
It creates a platform for homeostasis, which is helping your body get into a state of wellness. That's what it feels like.
And sometimes,
Wow.
do you also, I know you mentioned this too, and so did you, but sometimes I will feel, I don't know if anyone else has felt this or Peter, but sometimes I feel like there's a slight vibration
Yeah, there is vibration
going through like the center, almost like the central meridian right there. I feel it's very slight, but I'll feel like a vibration.
I will get it when I put it on, like with, so I have an issue with the left hip, and I'll put that X39 right at the mid sacral, and then move a nice wave to the area of pain, and then the other one just around the corner, depending on where it's at. And I'll feel a complete vibration. It's like a vibration, and then the area just releases like this. It's amazing. Or I'll have some body work, and I know that my neck or shoulders are going to be sore because toxins are being released. I'll put the ice waves and the X39 on immediately, and then just start pounding the water, and good to go.
Is there anything, one last thing that any one of you would like to share our viewers? Because we actually have international viewers here tonight. We have Joshua here. I think he was from Thailand or Singapore. We have people all around the world joining in.
They
What would you
work
like
on
to say?
animals.
Peter?
They work on
Huh?
animals. They work on animals. They work on your
Okay.
on your animals.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
shave
worked on
the
that.
area. Get the ice wave. Shave out the area of issue, and then put the ice wave. Forgive me, the X39 right there, and I saw a complete release in my dog's shoulder. Yes, they work on animals. So
All right.
come on, animals.
And any other last testimonials before we go into our product?
I'd like to say something to end that. We know that we cannot make any promises because everybody is different and everyone will be treated different. So we're well aware of that. And we just happen to mention something that is frequently going around right now, but typically we know that we'll keep that without mentioning a specific disease. Because what this does, the X39 treats the body holistically. So it's going to give every function that needs that. It will go to the requirement, and the body is so intuitive that it will take care of that. So as we talk to people about using them, we talk to them about building their immune system. You build the immune system to support the body, and that it will function appropriately, and it will help you in any way that you need when you do that. So we feel like together, and I'm so thankful for these two ladies that are here. I love them. We've been working together for many years, and to have this modality available to us when we have been energetically seeking something else that could bring light into the soul. And if there's ever a time that we feel our world needs it, it almost is an emotional thought for me. We need light. We need light. And there's a lot of people who are discouraged and they're disenchanted. They're not connected right now. And we find that by introducing them to our group and to our team and welcoming them in and then putting the patch on, it is a light sharing modality. And we love it. We're so thankful for you. You're such a great leader, and you kept coming back to us until we could understand the validity of what this means. And we all thank you.
And I just wanted to add one more thing to that, if I may. It requires an individual to have patience because everybody receives results at different times and at different levels. And just because you're not feeling something doesn't mean something isn't happening.
Right.
It works. One thing about the X39 is that it's extremely intelligent. It knows exactly where it needs to go because it's light vibration, and the body will receive it at the level it needs to receive it at. So sometimes think of it very much like a layer cake. You might not feel it immediately up in here, but down here it's working. And then as it starts to knock the layers of blockage out of the way and comes to the surface, then you start to feel it. So I always say, don't leave before the miracle. Increase your water, be patient, and keep your eyes open.
And I love the analogy of we don't feel our hair grow or our nails grow, but it's happening. So like she said, it takes between 90 and 120 days for our cells to turn around and start to change in a positive way. So we have to remember to, like she said, to be patient. And for those that are going through things that are more challenging to go through, just continue it. Continue, even if it's past the 90 days, keep going
Right.
because it's definitely helping.